Ah, my goodness, what a long problem of the day. Now, hey, just stay with me on this one, all right? Y'all stay with me. Libby has 3 times as many quarters as Sam. Fact, okay? And Dan has 4 times as many as Libby. Another fact. They have 48 quarters total. Fact. How many does each one have? Now, we got 3 clues going on here, and what looks like a lengthy problem of the day. So hang with me. Let's read it one more time. Libby's got 3 times as many quarters as Sam. Dan has 4 times as many as Libby. 48 quarters total. How many does each one have? All right, let's take a look at this one. Yeah, as I said, it's kind of lengthy. And sometimes when we see lengthy, this is what we read. Take a look at what I wrote down. Libby has 3 times as many quarters as Sam. Y'all know that. Dan has 4 times as many as Libby. How many does each one have? If it's a long problem, sometimes, my friends, we tend to forget to read all the sentences, or we think we just leave them out. Well, I just left one out. What did I leave out? What did I leave out? Well, what is it? A very important clue, right? How many total quarters do we have? So let's go back and fix that, all right? We have a total of 48 quarters. That's important. And as I said, so many times when we see a long problem, just don't get nervous and uptight about it. Take it one step at a time, because every clue will help you. Every clue will help you. That first clue is important. Libby has 3 times as many quarters as Sam. Dan has 4 times as many as Libby. There's another great clue. And sometimes we just go, well, how many do they have? I don't know. Well, we don't. Based on that information, we've got to know the third clue right there. We've got to have that total of 48 quarters, all right? Now, let's work this problem. Let's get this thing down to where we can do something with it. First of all, we've got 3 things we don't know. 3 things we don't know, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It really isn't. Let's call something X. Where do we start? Where's our basically ground X? You know, I was about to say ground 0, but it's not 0, but it's where do we start? It looks like Sam is the root of everything, all right? So we're going to let X equal, and when we say Sam, I want you to understand it's the number of quarters. So we're going to go number of quarters, but that's all about our buddy Sam, all right? Now, the next thing we got to know is Libby, all right? Libby has 3 times as many as Sam. Times, multiply. Let's go with 3x. Right there we are. And that's the number of quarters for Libby. Yay, Libby, you got more than Sam does. 3 times as much. Yay. Oh, my goodness. But look here. Here comes Dan. Dan has 4 times, not as much as Sam, but 4 times as much or many as Libby. Wow. So we're going to take Libby's 3x and we're going to quadruple it, or we're going to multiply it by 4. So we're going to take 4 times that 3x. I bet y'all know what that is. It's going to be 12x, but right now we just want to say that's going to be the number of quarters for Dan. Now we have translated the problem into a little bit of algebra, all right? Now some of you say, I have no need for algebra. Yeah, you do. You know, yes, you do. Because what happens with algebra, we can work things backwards, all right? We know we have 48 quarters in all. We'd like to know how many everybody had individually. We're getting close. We certainly know Dan has more. We know Libby's somewhere in the middle. Well, actually, she's toward the lower end when you look at this. And Sam is the bottom, all right, of this whole thing. So let's see what happens. Let's put them all together, because when we add these all together, remember, we get 48 quarters. You guys can, yeah, we go there. Hey, y'all are on it. Dropping my lower third out of the way. Let's take these and add them together. All right, so we're going to take x. We're going to add 3x. And let's go ahead, we know 4 times 3 is 12, right? So let's go ahead and put 12x on that. And we're going to say that gives us 48. Boy, that looks so easy. You say, it is easy, my friends. It is. Just think it through. Just think it through. Now remember, this is a 1. Add 3, add 12. How many x's do I have? Well, I got 1. I added 3 more. That gave me 4. And I add 12 to that 4. I have 16x. And that is going to give me the 48. Oh my goodness, it's working even better and better and better. Now, I have x equaling 3, what do those 3 represent? That's 3/4, right? But even more importantly, that's Sam. Remember, Sam's our X number of quarters right there. He had 3, okay? Libby has 3 times as much, all right? So let's do a 3x moment. 3x equals, how about it? She's got 9/4. That's Libby. You see where we're going? Now, you got it. Libby has 9. Dan has 4 times as many as Libby. So here we go. How about it? We'll put it right up here because I'm running out of room. We'll let that 12x, or 4 times 3x, however you want to look at it, that equals, whoo-hoo, 36/4. Dan, you're doing really well. And that's Dan. Now, the question is, what do they add up to? They've got to add it to 48. In fact, that's the only reason we could work this out, was the clue of 48/4, right? And 3 and 9 gives us 12. 12 and 36, 48. Checks out. And certainly, if you look at 1 versus 3, that's correct. And then, 4 times 3x gives us 12x, and that gives us that 36. How about it? 4 times 9? Yes, it is. It's 36. So it all checks out. All the clues are met, and the problem is solved. And I hope you enjoyed that problem of the day.